So with the 19mm or 3/4 impact socket and the Mopar provided lug nut key, to remove these gorgeous high altitude Cherokee rims. My goal is not to do a brake job today. I'm just here to paint the calipers red. But I figured I'd bring you guys along because all the process is here on how to, because you gotta tear it all apart anyway. So here we go. This kind of sucks too. This job's not a fun one, especially on the rear. The front, you need a special bit called Torx bit. I'll leave a link down in the description. It's pretty much, it's a Torx bolt, but it's a male end and you need a female socket for them, so it's kind of like a reverse deal. And back here, I mean, there's really nothing special back here until you get down to the caliper bracket bolts, which I'll show you later. And when I found out from my other side, it was rounded from the factory because we bought this brand new, and we've never taken off even the tire to even look at it. So starting right here, there's a 10mm nut holding on this e-brake assembly. It's a Alright, so once we get that, we can just push this back a little bit. And we work on this next one, which is right here, also a 10mm. Now, when you finally break it loose, you're going to need a pair of pliers, unless you got a thin wrench that can fit here, which you probably don't because you're watching my video. Not that that's a bad thing. Love when you watch my videos, but you're not a shop watching my videos. When you get it loose enough, switch back to your ratchet wrench and make the job a little faster. Alright, now this is a stud. That's how you know it goes up top. And then you're going to same for down here. It's also a 10mm. There you go. Bolt out. Grab yourself a flathead and work these out. So See, plenty of life, 20,000 miles on it. All right, so here's the 2 bolts I was talking about. One up there, one right there. These are a T50 Torx bolt. Let's see if I have better luck with this side. These don't look stripped out, so that's nice. That's extremely helpful. There we go. Okay, one down. Awesome. Make sure that Torx bit is firmly seated. And then, there we go, perfect. And now if you're going as far as removing this rotor also, it's a H5 Allen head bolt right here to hold the rotor on. There's just one of them. So I just want to show you the caliper bracket really quick, just to show you how big of a pain it is. It's got this outer edge, and then it's got this inner little prong right here, and it's the same on the top. So essentially when you put the brake pads in, it sits in between here, and it's always pushing it back out, which is nice. It's a nice feature. The front, it has the metal wiring that spreads them. This one actually has it built into the brake hardware, but added difficulty is the back pads are really hard to get in. Turn the power on. It's got to be in the run position, I guess. Go to brakes.
During parking mode. Motion detection
Park
recording.
service.
Over 10 and event detection recording. 7.
Alright, so ignore the paint on the piston. I didn't want to do that. I guess my tape fell off while painting. So when I push the button, here's what happens. Alright, so if you're fully doing your brakes, which I am not, as I previously stated, you're going to want to push this piston all the way in. Well, I don't really need it. I just need a little bit of clearance since I'm using the same brake pads. So really all I have to do is just take my thumbs and then press it in like that. But like I said, if you need more, you're going to want the tools and whatnot. So now that we're all painted, when you go ahead and put your brake guides back, your hardware back into place, you want to, those little loops, or make sure they're all on the outside, like that right there. Because the next, you're going to want to check to make sure that these are properly lubricated. these pins. So now you want to properly lubricate the brake pad part that's going to reach the hardware, or touch the hardware I should say. Now this one, like I said, it's kind of a pain, but so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set it in there at an angle. Let me see if I can get this for you best as possible. Angle it in and then push. And that's how you do it. And you do the same for the rear. Alright, so now that the back pad's in, now that you know that these are properly lubricated and sliding nice, if I did this video right, I showed you on the driver's side how to do the brake service on the touchscreen display on the Uconnect, and then it'll unscrew this motor, unscrew this piston I should say, and then I pressed them in. And I did the same thing over here. I just pressed, you can actually push it in with your thumbs. So like I said, my whole goal was to paint the calipers, which I did, and I'm putting it all back together. If you want to see how I paint calipers, I made a video. It's somewhere on my channel. It's on a Suzuki. I replaced a caliper and I painted it. So anyways, even for this job, I'll show you before and after on the screen while I'm putting this on. I like to start with that, just the normal bolt. Just get everything locked in and lined up. And grab the stud. Check that out. I'm going to finish this by putting back on this little 10mm nut, and then yeah, that's how you do the rear brakes and rotors on the 2020 Jeep Cherokee. And I'm assuming it's the same for 19 and 21. So last thing you need to do, come back in the vehicle.
During parking mode. Motion detection recording. Over 10 and event detection recording.
There you go, you're still in, it says to reset, press brake pedal and activate the parking brake switch.
Continuous recording.
It blinks.
Start.
There we go. I hear it. And it tells you it's complete. There we go. It's all good in the back. Let's start it up, see if there's any issues. All right, so that's it.